Alright, back here on Hot Roddin' Tune. I just heard a fabulous song, Drunkabilly Stomp. That's by my friends, the Wantons. And they got a new CD coming out, guys. It's called Harmageddon Get-Together. It's available on Bandcamp, so make sure you check that out. And it just so happens, on my phone right now is the amazing Punkabilly band, the Wanton. Say hello, guys.
Hello.
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 There they are. Hey, you guys established your band in 2011. You're out of Finland. And why don't you tell us a little bit of background about how you guys came together and your mad Punkabilly sound?
Well, that's an excellent question. It was 2011 summer night, and I was drunk as fuck with our drummer Eetu, and kind of had the idea to start a band. And then we just thought about what kind of genres there aren't this type of genre in our neighborhood, so we could be the first.
Well, there you go. And have you ever noticed when you're drunk as fuck, you either have really, really good ideas or really, really bad ideas? There's no in between.
Well, after 5 years, I'm not sure this was a good idea.
That is wonderful. And hey, I just mentioned the new CD that's coming out. And how would this different from your first CD? We've played a lot. Your first CD was Pick Your Poison. And this one, have you guys grown? Is it a little bit different? Or is it just more of the same crazy, wanton rock and roll?
Well, basically, the first album was basically the first 14 songs we came up with.
There you go.
This new album is a little bit we thought about things.
Well, that makes sense. More thought out. You guys have played together a little bit longer, so maybe it's a little bit more crisp, a little bit more fresh, and a little bit, I don't know, well thought out, would you say?
Yeah, and I think maybe more influenced by, punk rock and punkabilly.
Right, understand that. You guys have released one single off of this CD so far called Censor This.
Yeah.
What was the thought behind that song? I've listened to it. We're going to play it here coming up on our first little break to introduce your new CD. Tell us a little bit of background about what got you into saying, you know what, I want to do a song that says, fuck you, censor this.
Basically, the first song I made to this album was Fun and Gore, and the lyrics are pretty violent. Then I said to Eetu, can I go overboard with the lyrics? And then I kind of thought that fuck it, that they can censor this if they don't like it.
Right.
And then a little bit after that, chorus came to my head. It's kind of I love Black Sabbath, so we got the intro, the tritone chords there, and it's just a pretty laid back, punkish rock and roll song.
Right. Well, you know what? You mentioned Black Sabbath. Obviously, they were an influence for you. Who else has influenced you guys as a whole? From your time together, just really who influenced you to do the rock and roll music?
Well, basically, in the beginning, one big influence, the Finnish band Melrose, maybe.
Slightly familiar with them, yes.
That was a big one, and then the basic Meteors, Necromantics, Zombie Ghost Train, Hank Williams III, Johnny Cash. We actually had one fucking good cover of Johnny Cash song, but the guys won't play it anymore, and it pisses me off. We have the perfect cover of Ain't No Grave, and we don't fucking play it either.
You guys got to get that together, because every year on Johnny Cash's on the anniversary of his death, I do a Johnny Cash tribute show, a cover show. So it'd be great if you guys could get that together, maybe, and we could spin it on that show.
Yeah, but it was a wicked good cover, but it was to me, we don't play it anymore.
Right. I tell you, them are some great bands to be influenced by. Hank Williams III, actually, I hung out with him up in Michigan a few years back. Definitely a good guy. Definitely loves his music.
Yeah, and it's, an insane discography by now. It's from one side to the other.
Right. And you guys have some shows coming up to promote the new CD. You guys were actually just doing some practicing today, correct?
Yeah.
Getting ready, and that's going to be the big release party. And where is your release party? Where is that going to be? Is it going to be in Finland or Germany or?
It's gonna be in Finland, Tampere, Klubi of Tampere, and we're gonna warm up for Necromantics there.
Oh, right. That sounds great. Necromantics. Man, all kinds of great stuff going on. How have you seen the music scene, not just in Finland, but maybe worldwide? Now, with the internet, have you found that more people are coming to the punk style of music, the counterculture of music, since you guys originally started?
Well, I think the scene is getting bigger. Certainly more and more bands come up all the time, and when it has parts of punk, and some bands do have a metal influence and some more traditional stuff, so there's a lot to choose from.
Right. And do you think the internet has helped that grow?
Yeah, well, we find all the time new bands via internet. On the other case, wouldn't have found.
Right, that definitely makes sense. I mean, we are an internet roots show. We've branched out and we're on local college stations now. So you're listening to right here on this show all around the world and in some great college towns right here in the United States of America. Hopefully this helps you get the word out about the new CD right there, the Harmageddon Get-Together. It's shipping out here just in April, $9.99. If you want to buy it, pre-order it today. You guys get over to Bandcamp. I got quick links on our website. They are the featured artist of the week, Wanton. We're going to listen to the song Censor This so you guys can get a feel of what's on that new CD right now. Welcome back to Hot Rod Tonight. Yeah, you just heard that song, Censor This, from the new CD coming out, Harmageddon Get-Together, from the great Wanton. Now, guys, let's talk a little bit more about the band. How many of you are right there? Is there 4 of you in the band, and who's all there?
We're all here. I'm the vocalist, Santeri. Then behind me is another Santeri. He plays the double bass. Hello. Latino lover voice there. Then there's our guitar player, Osku. And Eetu is gathering his drums. Hello.
Oh, the crazy drummer. Do you find the drummer to be the craziest? Because that's usually how it works, right?
Yeah.
Just like Animal off the Muppets, correct?
Yes.
What about your guys' backgrounds? Were you guys in bands before, or was this like your first band in general?
No, we all had different projects and different genres. I used to play drums for a cover band, and then pretty much after that us got together, but maybe the guys can tell what they did before.
Sure, yeah, go ahead. Let's put them on. Just let us know who you are and tell us a little bit about your background.
Okay, so here is the bassist.
Okay.
Well, I started playing upright bass about 7 years ago, and my first band was a rockabilly band where I am playing currently right now.
Who was your big rockabilly influences, if any?
Brian Setzer, I would say.
Brian Setzer of the Stray Cats? Well, definitely great. He just had out a great CD a couple years back, Rockabilly Riot there. So he's definitely still out there making noise, and that's great that you guys are doing other projects, working. Hey, when you're in a band, you got to work for a living, right?
Yeah.
It does make sense. Who else is there, and what else is going on with them?
Drummer.
All right. That's what I like. I like that because you get to beat on things all day, right?
Yeah. I started playing when I was 9 or 10, something like that, and I started with heavy metal.
Heavy metal. Hey, who was your big heavy metal influences at 9 or 10?
Fuck.
Iron Maiden, AC/DC,
Metallica, yeah.
Metallica, definitely right. Megadeth.
Cradle of Filth.
So what was the first band that you got together with when you started hitting the skin?
It was War Brand.
And that was definitely heavy metal, right?
Yeah.
And what would you say the difference is from what you do now in the punk music from the metal music?
I don't know. I still play a lot of metal.
You still play a lot of metal, but
Yeah.
when you're doing the thing with the punk music, how would you say that difference from doing the metal? Is it faster? Is it harder? Is it?
It's easier.
It's easier. Well, that's good.
Punk stuff is easier, and psychobilly and all this. Metal is definitely harder.
Well, I think rockabilly, psychobilly, punk. I think it's all it's definitely a more basic, a more raw type of music, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because
And it has more feel and.
Right, because if you think about it, all of that stuff started with just 3 chords. So it was simplistic, but it was very raw and emotional.
Yeah.
And I think that shows, especially in your guys' new CD. I've listened to some tracks off there. The new CD, once again, Harmageddon Get-Together. Coming out. Bandcamp, guys. Get on it. We're on the phone here right now with the members of Wanton. Who else do we have standing around there, guys?
Hi, here's guitar player Oskari, and I have played guitar over 10 years, and I play guitar also in rockabilly band called Relax Trio, and we have played
Relax Trio. You guys know I spin some Relax Trio. I bet you didn't even know that, right?
Okay. And we have played together 12 years, and I like play rockabilly and psychobilly
Right.
style.
What kind of rockabilly influences have you had?
Of course, Stray Cats and Brian Setzer. from the 50s, Tony Byrne, Elvis.
Definitely great. And Relax Trio, that is another great band, as I said. Make sure to check them out. Along with the Wanton, definitely two different types of music. And it's great. It shows that you guys are musically creative. You're just not stuck in one genre. You're not saying, hey, this is what I'm going to do. You guys branch out. You do different things between punk music, metal music, rockabilly. And that's got to keep each and every one of you guys really busy, correct?
That's right. The record is almost, I've got about 11 songs that we're gonna start working on after the release gig. And hopefully don't have to wait so long for the next Wanton album.
Well, hopefully you guys are right now on with Undead Artist.
Yeah,
Undead Artist. Our friend Johnny Rose, formerly with 13 Shots. He's been on the show quite a few times. Great guy, Johnny Rose. And he's really trying to bring together the punk, the punkabilly, psychobilly, horror punk, and trying to make one big happy family out of everything right there.
Yes, he's kind of a father figure.
Yeah, he is a great cat, and I tell you, I know he'll do anything he can to help you guys out. I can say that he's definitely a man of his word.
Yeah, no arguing about that.
That was our big shout out for Johnny Rose there. I know he's listening.
Excellent.
So what would you say, when you guys get together and put on a show, what kind of atmosphere would you say? Yeah, is it a rowdy bunch when you guys put on a show? Do people just start going crazy and wrecking and moshing?
Basically, it kind of depends on the crowd. But if they're into it, then it kind of feeds back to us and it grows into a frenzy.
Right, and it's always, it makes for a better show, right? It makes you guys a little bit crazier. It gets the band, the fans into it, because there's no better way to experience a band than to actually go live. You can buy the music and listen to it at home, but if you go and see a band live, it helps support them, and it's just a wonderful time. So for anybody who hasn't been out to see a gig, if you're in Finland, you got to go out and find out where Wanton's playing. Is there a way they can join you? Maybe Facebook or?
Yeah, we got a Facebook page and I think we have an Instagram.
Yeah, we have.
I think we have from Graham.
I tell you what,
a YouTube channel. Yeah, we had a just new video out.
A brand new video out there. And you know what? I'm going to make sure that we link to everything here that we've talked about today and make sure it's on the front page at Mixabilly.com. That way fans know how they can get a hold of you, okay?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, guys, it all sounds great. It's been crazy. It's been fun talking to you about the music business, about what's going on. We're going to go out into one of your songs. I'd like to do a new one. What song would you guys like me to play as our outro song here?
Bump in the Night. Well, it's the song for the new video. Maybe that, Bump in the Night.
Bump in the Night. Then that's what we're going to tune up right now. Friends, once again, we've been talking to Wanton. They're all the way out there in Finland. They took time out to talk to us today. We want you to take time out to check them out and check out their new release over on Bandcamp. The name of the CD again is Harmageddon Get-Together. It's available April right now, folks. Right now, go get it. And here is the song Bump in the Night on Hot Run tonight.